This is Forbidden Psalm, and it's the first game to officially support my miniatures. And it was honestly kind of thanks to the hype from the comment sections about Forbidden Psalm that, well, this little collaboration happened. Will sent these in the mail today, so guess we should probably have a quick look. The thing about Forbidden Psalm that I like is it's all laid out and designed in a way that feels accessible. Like it's inspiring to want to create for. The design style is clearly inspired by Morkborg, which this is a hack of, but also it has its own design language and style, which I really appreciate. I love the mixed media of these miniatures and then also like graphic design work and then illustration. Like that is just so like evocative, right? You see that and you can't help but be inspired, both like to play, but also to create, to want to make stuff like this, to contribute to a world. And I heard the game is also pretty fun. I also got Endless Horrors from Between the Stars, and I think this is about cults. From my memory, I'm not super well versed in Forbidden Psalm. I wonder if you can decode that. And Will also sent through Run from the Dark, a folk horror roleplay game, which is beautiful. Hardcover. The dust cover is a map and a chart. Also, the pages feel good. That's a nice finish on the book. Also, like how all these illustrations are also credited on the same page too. That's a really nice touch. And I think goes a really long way to show the support for the scene and the people that contribute to these communities that these games are, you know, they totally rely on. Encountered by Walker Bertie, taken by the infestation 2 days after drawing this. Really, really nice touch to put the credits in universe. Anyway, I just wanted to look at the pictures because I love pictures. So if you want to play Forbidden Psalm, the rules to use my miniatures are now free and they're available on Smash Bash where you buy them. Will, who also made the books, made the rules for them and also did the design layout based on the photos that I sent him. I hate to say it, but I'm running out of room in my little library. That's cool. That looks good. I got given a super lovely gift in the mail. Dear Trent, I found this book and thought of you. Knowing you lost some books to water damage, not sure if you'd like this one or if you had it, but it's yours now. This is from Adorn Sibley. Beautiful thought and very, very kind. And I really do want to do some Necron stuff in the future, so thank you. But they included some little zines that they made. And speaking of Forbidden Psalm, these are for Morkborg. How's this for a magic item? Cuddles the teddy bear. Allows you to heal an additional D6 HP when resting, but it gives you terrible nightmares, causing you to scream through the night, making your companions recover D2 less health. Only you can hear its voice. This is so cool and really inspiring. I'd love to make little zines like this that I can give out at conventions and stuff. Such a nice gesture. At some point I need to make a better way of displaying all these zines because I'm starting to amass a bit of a collection of them. I did nothing for the majority of my day today. I would say basically all of it. And I kind of have to remind myself that it's sometimes a good thing. Sometimes you just need to have a rest. But I think needing to rest is sometimes a sign of how many great things are happening. How many great things you've been excited by. How many great things that have inspired you. All the days you can't help but just want to keep making stuff. Keep being excited. Today's like today are important. My workshop is in a little bit of a state right now. Just because I've been juggling so many different projects. And it's kind of just seizing ideas as they pop into my head. Which means I need to spend just a little bit of time organizing my life. That's the constant battle nobody talks about is how often you have to clean and maintain. And I feel like I'm on top of things and then everything so quickly explodes. I have, for the most part, kept up the habit of trying to clean up after myself every single day. But after that old school D&D game yesterday, I was so tired. I don't think I've been that tired in such a long time. I guess it's like a very social thing, a lot of social energy. Okay, now I'm left with a bit of a conundrum. I want to put these beautiful boxes on display, but I know that realistically I have to invest in future me, which means probably putting all the D&D stuff that I use, that I take to someone else's house, in one box. So I can just grab and go, even though it's the least sexy option. To buy beautiful books. And I say this because last session I managed to forget to pack dice. I feel like such an animal. How do you forget to pack dice for a D&D session? So anyway, we're going full grab and go. The dice are gonna live in the box. Also, I need to write myself a reminder to buy pencils and erasers because we didn't have any erasers. And we had, I think, 1 or 2 pencils between us all. And we're also making character sheets. So, gotta buy some of those. I would love to maybe one day design like a glamorous version of all my D&D stuff in a milk crate, because honestly, taking a milk crate, I flipped it upside down and I used it as like a little side table for me to put all my stuff on while DMing. There's definitely something in that. Maybe I could like 3D print some like decorative panels or something. I don't know. I've been so busy that Matt sent me some miniatures I haven't even had a chance to look at yet. First of all, the new Smash Bash stamp for these models is sick. These are Matt's official Sunrot models. I specifically asked Matt if I could please have this model because I thought it'd be such a great addition to my Mordheim warband, my Orcs and Goblins warband. And maybe if I did like a head swap, or maybe even just sculpted the helmet to be a little bit more goblin-y, it's perfect, especially with the scare shield, a shield with a scary face carved into it. This box is really deep, so I'm kind of curious. Ooh, boy, yeah. Nice. That model is beautiful. That is genuinely stunning. What a work of art. Matt's bloody outdoing himself. Oh, I like these little moon people. I like these little moon people a lot. I might use Umaru to steal that face and put it on one of my goblins. So much character. Oh, I gotta steal these faces. I think maybe stealing those moon faces would be really good to use as like a mask for an orc shaman for my Mordheim warband. It could be like the look. Moons with faces on them is kind of a motif with goblins, so I don't know, it kind of makes sense to me. Okay, this is maybe going to sound like a little weird, or maybe a little bit pretentious, but I also kind of need some help. And at the moment, I'm working on a permadeath wiki, like a Wikipedia of all the vlogs, all the things achieved in them, all the lessons learned, things that have been left unfinished, all the interesting comments, questions, ideas for future things. Every single time I put out one of these videos, there's like 10 things that spawn from it. And I am doing my best to keep up. I have like, over the last couple of weeks, I've been like slowly documenting previous episodes, trying to get things closed up, projects finished, put nice bookends on things. And also, at the same time, I've been collecting ideas for even more things to do. So, I'm kind of asking for your help. If there's like, in a previous vlog or something like that, if there's a particular moment or something particularly special to you or something that would be really important for me to finish or continue, can you go to that video and you leave a timestamp and say, Trent, look at this. That would really help me out. Only if you want to, only if there's something particular. But many hands make light work, and it'd be really fantastic. That's all. I know this sounds like a bit crazy, but I think this will turn into something quite good. Maybe I can put it together as like a little book or something at the end of this series. But there's so much that's happened, and there's so many hours worth of stuff to sift through that it would be so good if I could condense it down. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's where I'm at. Hey, these impressions are pretty good. Let's film with Milliput real quick. Okay, we're going to leave that to set. Oh, a quick couple of little updates on things. This model, a few people asked, am I going to add some like more orky decals to it? Am I going to do like checker patterns or flames or something like that? And honestly, I couldn't really decide because I kind of love that it's orky and is designed for orcs, but also it could be its own thing, and maybe going too hard on the checkers and flames kind of distracts from what it turned into. But also, it might just be really cool. But I also don't know if I want to use like the stamp kit that I used ages ago to add some like checkers and stuff to it, or whether I should try to freehand like a really rough style with a bit of oil paint. Ignore that, this is Barbie Paint Colors testing some paint colors. I'm working on a second iteration of this. I think I've decided that I want it to be kind of bigger, and I want the spikes to like go under the chin, and I want it to fit on this diameter of handle as well as have like a 3D printed version of the handle as well, if you don't want to source a big expensive piece of wood. But it would be so cool. Okay,